Beautiful mountains. Beautiful skies. 2 in the afternoon. And it's time to look at all these new buildings. Welcome to the Mod Showcase number 2, part 2. Our last episode, we looked at all the machinery over there, which is tiny, tiny, tiny in the distance now. Alright. So, our first item is going to be looking at is this barn. Head over to sheds. Here it is. Now I got the second timber frame barn. The timber frame 1 is basically just, or timber frame 2 is the same as timber frame 1, only has an extension on it. If you want timber frame barn 1, it is a $21,400 mod. It does use 11 spaces. Yeah. It's also $10 a day for maintenance. The timber frame barn 2 is a whopping 1 space for $12 a day. And it's $7,140 more. So I got this one. And here it is. Very nice interior. Here's the door sound. Very nice. You do have a loft. Ground level. Loft level 1. Loft level 2. Right here. And loft level 3. If I can get up there. Okay. And loft level 4. You have 4 loft levels in this barn. That is really neat in my opinion. And man, it is beautiful. They did a beautiful job on this barn. You have an additional garage in the back. Of course, that's where that loft I just showed you. There's the door for it. So yeah, not too bad. Does have rain gutters on it. I knew I'd come to it eventually. Our next item that we're going to take a look at is this metal machine shed. Go to sheds. Head on over to metal shed. Choked on spit a little bit there. I hate that. $25,000 for this mod. Now, we have a problem. It's 18 spots. That's a lot of spots. But it's also $1 a day. If you don't want a lot of space used, don't get this shed. I'm sorry, I have to laugh for a little bit. My poor dog in the last video. I rang the bell and he just jumped up like he was ready to fly. Anyway. Now, of course, with terrain, it may vary slightly on the price. But here it is. Isn't this beautiful? Man, look at that. Corrugated tin. I love it. Got a little garage here. Space to put your implements. Our next item we're going to take a look at is a British shed. Go to your sheds. British sheds. This is a $10,000 mod. It only uses 1 space. but it is a whopping $75 a day. Maintenance. Get a couple. Ooh. Oh, wait. Oh. Hey, you can pick it up. And you can throw it. Yay. It has a nice green and red color with a concrete foundation. With steel support. Nice. Yeah, that's rather nice. For one space, but $75 a day. Not bad. Not bad. Is that a little pile of junk? It is. Oh well. Our next item we're going to take a look at is the British Shed number 2. $10,000. Negative 1 space. That's it. Only 1 space. $75 per day. But it's classified as a direct decorative object, but it's not. Kind of strange. Got a tire here in the back for decoration. Pallets in the back. Steel. It's a little older looking. Even has some vines over there. Check that out. It's basically the same as this. This is newer, and this is older. And personally, I kind of like the older with the ivy. Of course, I'm kind of a rustic guy, so you can get a brand new one that looks brand new, or an old one that looks old. Either way, they're both nice, and they only use 1 space. Our next item we're going to take a look at is a British Shed number 3. Right here it is. A rusty Nissen hut. 1 space, $75 a day, $10,000. Of course, if you need to use terrain tools, it will cost you a little more. Now, wow, that's wavy. Now, they call this a Nissen hut. I call it a Quonset hut. That's just what we call these over here in the U.S. A Quonset hut. But I like it. I like these type of Quonset huts. They're very roomy. Very roomy. Got your ivy there, of course, hanging off. Well, they did a good job on the details of that. You got a couple tires here. Can you run on the roof? Hey, look at that. You can run on the roof. Couple of vines in the back, and it's very rusty looking. Very nice. Alright, alright. Our next item we're going to look at is this gigantic cow barn. And we got 3 of them to show you. So, go to animal pens. Go to... This is cow barn with shed. God, I hope they were being ironic. $105,000 mod. It can hold up 100 cows. That's a lot of moos. It only uses 2 spaces, and it's $100 a day. Here's your shed. And this is a nice shed. This is a wonderful shed. Everybody should have a shed. Are you tired of me saying shed? Well, tough shed. Came with that one up on the fly. But it is nice. I mean, it's built well. Really like the brickwork on this. Talk about brickwork. Let's go inside. This is very wide and very, very long. Got windows here, of course. You know, more, I would say cinder block brick. Yeah, cinder blocks. Let's see. Can I jump the fence? There we go. You got the lay luma here. I don't know what that's for. I don't raise cows. My father does, but I don't. Another one here. Well, I do in video games, not in real life. The lay astronaut for milking cows, which I still have not figured that out in this game. Comment below if you know how to do it. And please help direct me how to do it. Jump, yay. Or videos, I mean, direct a video or something like that. Of course, the door closes, but check this out. It's silent. These gates do open silently. Now there's two varieties of this barn. We have this one here, and then we have the second one without the sheed for 100,000. It's still all the same. Just doesn't have an extra sheet on it. And this is it right here. Like I said, exact same length, same diameter. I don't know if that one has that in there or not. Yeah, it does. Same diameter, same everything. Just $5,000 less. If you don't want the sheed, I would just stick with this. Alright. Oh, yes, and each one of these does have a sludge pit like this. You know, so you can be like a politician in Washington, D.C. Armpit high and shit. Anyway. Well, at least in American politics, that's what's going on right now. Our next item that we're going to take a look at is this cow barn. Go to animal pens. Cow pasture. This is a $500,000 mod. It can hold 150 cows, though. That's a lot more moose. It only uses one space. That's good. That's very good. Costs $100 a day. If you got a lot of money, not bad. If you don't have a whole lot of money, don't get it. Of course, it takes, you know, the typical silage, hay, feed, water. This is it right here. Of course, you cannot go into this door here, but you can open this one. Nice. And look at all these bays. That's a lot of bays for a lot of cows. Let's see how many is here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. By 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So 25 times 6. 150. There's 150 stalls for all these cows. Very nice. So they nailed that accurately. Do we have lights? I don't think we do. No, looks like we don't. Open this gate here. Come outside. Got a little trash can here. You can open this door here. And this door. And this door. To let your cows roam free. Out on the plans. Plans? Prairie. Prairie lands? That's what I was going to say. Where they can moo. I think this is where milk goes. And they can moo without any interruption from us humans. However, I don't think these close. Which, of course, allows air through, which gives them, you know, breathe and takes their stink of their droppings and goes off into the distance toward a beautiful mountain where it gets filtered back up to the atmosphere and rains mountain springs. Mountain springs, a water that anybody can drink. Okay. Our next item that we're going to take a look at is this shed. Now, this is kind of strange. It's not in sheds. It's in decoration. I'll get to these here in a little bit. Oh. It lied. It's in sheds. There it is. It wasn't decorations. Actually, you know what? No, this was in decorations in the mods. But sheds. Weird. Anyway, it's a $19,000 mod. Uses one space, and it's only $5 a day. So this is really great if you have a beginning farm. Starting out a farm. This is wonderful for it. Now, it does have lights, but they come on at dusk. It's got some very sad-looking rain spouts on it. But then again, it's supposed to. It's an older shed. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bays. So, nice. Our next item we're going to take a look at is this open shed. Go to sheds. Go to open shed. It is a $4,200 mod. Uses only one space and is $2 a day. And has 4 bays. Isn't that nice? I really do like this because of the wood interior. I like a lot of sheds. I'm a shed guy. You got, of course, your rain spouts into the ground. Square rain spouts, too. A fancy. Very nice. Our next item we're going to take a look at is this French shed. Go to sheds. This is... okay. The shed I'm going to look at here first is the French shed. Actually, they're both the same price. Both use one space, and both are $75 per day. This one here has some debris in it. Of course, another gas can. Down here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bays. So you can easily park a combine in there. No problem. Couple of tractors, truck or two. And then here's the second one. A little pallet there. This has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bays. But one of these bays is kind of not really useful because of this stuff. And you can't really get rid of it. Wish they didn't put that in there, but they did. Got some brick here. Siding. And classic light sunlight, or a sun, what do you call them? I'll think of it. It's a sun, holes in the shed for sun. See them? Anyway, I'll come up with it. It's got red here for the steel. Brick, of course, like I said. Unlike this one here, it's just siding and steel. What are those called? I had it. Sunlight, yeah, anyway. Sunlight holes. And our final items we're going to take a look at is a bunch of decorative items. Alright. We're going to start over here first. With these barrels. Go to decoration. Barrels are $50. One space, $1 a day. Big tire set, $50. One space, $1 a day. Big trash skip, $50. One space, $1 a day. Construction prefab 1, one space, $1 a day. Construction prefab 2. Are these all $50 and $1 a day in one space? They are. Okay, so these are all the same in price, space, just different items. You have a barrels here. Here's your tires. Very old looking tires. Very new looking barrels. A trash Jens Jensen, Introsuguns and Container Service, and Jesus. Okay. Here's your construction pile. Basically, what the... Oh, you can pick that up. You don't need to be in here. Basically, what this is are artifacts from the game that you cannot pick up. Or really use in-game. You know, like, it's just the little things hanging around the map. You know, like containers and stuff like that. Here's the container, of course, as I say that. Here's a bunch of pallets with seeds on them. And here's a pallet truck. A couple of wood things here. Pallet of buckets. A chipper. Basically a junk pile. A little trash can with a bunch of little bottles. And so really, I'm kind of glad they did this, because you can now decorate your farm like you're a environmental hazard. So yay for that. Oh, you can pick that up. Oh, nope, object too heavy. Can't pick up the buckets. Can you pick up the hose? No. Here's some things. Here's a table saw with a bunch of scrap wood ready to be sawed up. Oh, okay. And here's some big lumber. Here's a little shed here. A little garden shed you can put in the back there. A little paint cans here. Wood. I like this swing and slide. Firm. You can't slide down it, but be nice, you know. Like if you have want to pretend you have a family or something like that. But anyhow, this has been Leepinlepin Wing-a-Ding-Dong for our second part of a large mod series. Please comment, like, and subscribe if you so choose. And of course, when you do subscribe, make sure to ring that bell for notifications for whenever I upload a new video. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to take a seat, take some tea, and stare at this mountain. Mm. Mm. Leepinlepin out.